Learned traits. Let's recap. On Friday, we learned about one non-inherited trait called acquired traits. Acquired traits are things that happens to an object or a person or an animal because of its environment. Today, we are going to learn about another non-inherited trait called learned traits. Remember, there are two types of non-inherited traits. A non-inherited trait is something not passed down from the parent. Remember, we learned about acquired traits on Friday, but today we're going to be focusing on learned traits. Both of these are also called non-inherited traits. Learned traits. A learned trait is a skill that someone or something learns or develops. An example we have here in the corner are the two dogs fetching the stick. The dog is not born knowing how to fetch. Its owner teaches it. The dog must be taught to go get the stick and bring it back to the owner. Remember, this is also considered an example of a non-inherited trait. The dog did not learn it from its parent. The dog did not inherit it from its parents. It had to learn. Here are some more examples of learned traits. This is a horse jumping a jump. The horse had to learn how to jump over the jump. The rider on the horse taught the horse how to jump the jump. This is a learned trait. Here is a beaver. Beavers build dams. Beavers cut down trees. They learn how to do it from its parents or any beavers in its group of beavers. They learn how to build the dam. This is not something they are born with. Over here we have a girl tying a shoe. The girl learns how to tie a shoe. She is not born knowing how to tie the shoe. She learns it from her parents, a friend, a teacher. She learns this skill, which makes this a learned trait. Look at the picture. Which one is a learned trait? Tan skin, skating. Think. Which one did the boy have to learn? Which one did the boy not get from its parents? If you said skating, you're correct. The tan skin is something the boy inherited from his parents. Skating is a skill that the boy learned to do. This is a learned trait. The boy could have learned to do this skill from friends, from parents, from siblings. But again, the boy did not inherit it from his parents. He learned this trait. Let's look at another one. I see a bird here. I wonder which one is a learned trait. Building a nest or a broken wing? If you picked building a nest, you are correct. Building a nest is a learned trait. It is something that the bird had to learn. It was not born knowing how to do it. His parents probably showed him. But if we think about the broken wing, we know that that's an acquired trait, which is another non-inherited trait. It is something that the bird had happened to it because of its environment. It was also not inherited by its parents, but this is not a learned trait. Now I see two pictures of two dogs. One dog in this first picture is weaving in and out of the poles. The dog over here has pointy ears. Which picture shows a learned trait? Remember, a learned trait is a non-inherited trait. That means the dog did not get it from its parents. The learned trait is the dog weaving in and out of the poles. The dog was taught how to weave in and out of the poles to compete in an agility competition. This skill was not inherited by its parents. The dog had to have been taught how to weave in and out of the poles. They had to learn that skill. This is a learned trait or a non-inherited trait. Now, what's interesting about the dog with the pointy ears is it's a trick question. Some dogs are born with pointy ears. Some dogs are not. The dog in this picture are not born with pointy ears. They are born with floppy ears. So, the dog having pointy ears did not get it from its parents. So this is another non-inherited trait because the dog acquired this trait since its owners cropped its ears. That means they made the ears stand up by having surgery. So these pointy ears are another non-inherited trait, but this is an acquired trait, not a learned trait. All right. I know that last one was a little tricky, but it's important to know some more information. Again, we were just looking for a learned trait in that last one, which is the dog weaving in and out of the poles. Great job today learning about learned traits. Now, again, you need to show us what you know by looking back at the written work that we have assigned for today and send it to us so we can see, did you really learn what a learned trait is? Happy Tuesday, everyone!